I have some big news. There is a new family member, and you'll never guess who or what it is. Ta-da! The kitty cat. This here is Cass the cat. He's an awesome cat, but yes, he is a cat. And what also do we have in our house? Yes, the other star of YouTube, Tula the poodle. She's used to being a only dog. She hasn't had to share the space for quite a while. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm introducing our new cat, Cassian, to her dog, Tula, and how I think the best way it is for you to do the same thing if you have a new cat coming into your house. Tula, hi. What do you think about the cat?
Are you looking to learn more about natural pet health and wellness? You've come to the right place. Click the link to subscribe to Veterinary Secrets.
So how do I go about best introducing Cass here to Tula? As with us people, we all have completely different personalities. You don't always get along with everybody. Likewise with our dogs and our cats. But there's a number of things or steps you can take to at least potentially make this positive. Maybe they're not going to be best buddies, but maybe they can happily coexist. First big overarching principle, you need to be patient and you need to be slow. This is just a gradual, slow introduction. We want to make it as positive as possible for Cass the cat and for Tula the dog, likewise with your own animals. You need to start by giving your cat access to a dog-free area, a dog-free room, a dog-free sanctuary at all times. Cass the cat, he has a dog-free area. Just so happens to be it's my office. This is all Cass's and he's fully set up. And this is what you need to have in the room. First, you want to make it a secure room. In other words, there happens to be a door and it's all Cass's. Tula's not getting in there. And somewhere up high where a cat can't jump out, someone else can't get up and in. We want to have a ceiling, and that's what we have. We have a door, a ceiling, a secure space, so you can feel pretty safe and secure. Want to make sure that the litter box is in the room, and there you have it. Cass's litter box, away from the dog. Other basic life necessities, water, food, all here in the room. So you can be in here, be 100% safe and secure, and not be worried about the dog. Then cat-proof the room as much as possible. Just make sure you don't have things like poisonous plants or any plants, period, they can access and chew. Any human meds or something your cat can get into. You even think about what do you do with the cords. Make sure they're tied up. Ideally, somewhere where your cat can't, wrap his neck around it or anything like that. Try to think safety first. When he's in here, I shut the door. And especially if I'm in here with him, he is like the most trusting, like happy, chill cat. But it's not quite the same when he's out there with the dog. So how are we going to make this positive, Cass? Yeah. And Cass figured this out on his own. The first day I came in and I couldn't find him anywhere. Cass has set himself up underneath my little standing desk. He's got this little cubby hole underneath the monitor and he's up and away. He's secure underneath something. And there he is. Hi, kitty cat. The next 3 to 4 days, you're keeping your pets separate at first. So Cass, this was his first space for the first 3 days. Away from the dog, somewhere where he could be totally comfortable, as you can see he is. Knowing like this is 100% safe, secure little spot. That alone, I think, has made such a big difference because this is where he feels is like, okay, this is where I can be. I can be the cat that I am without worrying about the dog. Hello, kitty cat, yes. He is very darn safe and secure. And obviously, he also has an awesome personality. And also, he's got a great sense of smell. The dog has a great sense of smell. As well as with the hearing. All their senses are so much more heightened than ours. So he knows that there's a dog next door. But they're just, initially they did it that first 3 days. Just through the door. They could smell in here. You don't need to do anything else. Initially, you're just wanting him to be calm, secure, comfortable. When he is at that point where he's like, okay, now I'm a little bit more secure, then you're going to do a slow introduction. The next more gradual reintroduction to each other, feeding them on opposite sides of the closed door. So what I did is I put Cass's canned food down there by the door. Cass really likes his canned food, and we're slowly going to transition until it's all canned food off the dry stuff. On the other side of the door, she's getting food. Tula can smell the cat. What are they all? About 6 inches away from each other. That's just such a good way to get them close to each other without having any negative interaction. After 3 or 4 days, your dog and your cat, they're able to eat across the door from each other and things seem to be going well. Then it's time for the introduction. But you want to do that in a neutral place. Think Switzerland. We don't want to do it in this room where Cass is comfortable. We don't want to do it right there in the kitchen where Tula gets fed. We're going to do it in the neutral spot, the living room. And Tula is going to be on a leash. Cass can wander out and we're just going to see what happens. They're not friends yet, but they will be. Right, Cass? Yeah. To start out, you want to get your dog on a leash. Good girl. Collar, poodle, leash. Look at that. All that years of vet school. Look what it's taught me. You're nice and secure. Okay, we're getting close to the introduction. Get some treats. What you want to be able to do is reward your dog for good, positive behavior. Especially if he or she is fairly calm when the CAT comes out. Oh, good girl. These are nice high protein beef treats. Oh, they're soft and chewy. Next, we're almost close to the introduction. We're gonna open the door, Cass is gonna come out, the poodle's gonna be on a leash, and we're gonna reward her when she's positive and doesn't make a sudden movement. See how this goes. What you want to do is just let your cat come interact with your dog on his or her own terms. Come here, kitty cat. Cass the cat. That didn't go quite so well because the poodle was too close to the door and Cass just zoomed out of there at high speed. Tula's over there now in the living room with her stuffy by her bed. Take 2, gradual reintroduction. Cass, come here, kitty cat. Are you gonna come out? He was just really nervous. Let's see where he is. As you can see here, and he is secure away from the dog. Hello, kitty cat. It was really good. She stood there. She didn't bark or do anything whiny at the cat at all. Because of that, it's like, oh yes, you were a good girl. So yes, it's been slow because you're just not so sure about that doggy, are you, kitty cat? So it's just going to take time, I think, between you and the poodle. Because you're like, you love having your own private space to yourself, but you're eventually going to get used to that dog. For the most part, she's been really good. I mean, she's 13 and a half, she's a bit older, but she's been pretty calm. You're interested. You think you should become friends with the kitty cat? But the kitty's not so sure about you yet. Yes, but you've been a good girl. You are. We're just got to be patient and calm. So with Cass, sometimes he's actually gone up in the morning and actually sniffed the dog. Of course, I don't have the camera out when that's happened. So then how do you go from, what you just saw now, where Cass is still pretty nervous with the dog, to having, they're the best of friends? You just do those gradual reintroductions. You keep them short. You keep them positive. I've rewarded Tula. She got a treat. She's like, oh, good girl. I think she was pretty calm. With Cass, likewise, I gave him some positive reinforcement. Like kitty cat, where he's getting petted and then taking back to his safe, secure spot. Because as you can see in here, he hangs on top of me. Look at his paws just hanging off my arm. It's not so crazy about the dog. So we got to keep it short, sweet, positive, reinforce like the good things. And it's just going to take time. I've got to the point now where Tula is not trying to chase him at all in any way. As Cass builds trust, he's slowly going to have more interactions with the dog. So if you have a dog and a cat, things aren't working out with each other, go through some of those simple basic steps, but just start with, the big number one. Your cat needs this safe, secure space where there is no dog around. That's right. They're going to eventually get to the point where they can tolerate each other. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Veterinary Secrets of how to introduce your new cat to your dog. Click up there to subscribe, hit the bell to sign up for notifications. Then when you click that link directly in the box below, I can send you a copy of my free book.